What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We have a special treat for y'all tonight. I know that we usually do AFC East Roundtable on Wednesday nights, but we decided to go ahead and push it up a day earlier to give y'all a special treat, especially with all the information that's been coming out with Melvin Ingram out here, Leveon Bell, Julio Jones, all the quarterback talk. Listen, man, we're going to break it all down here on the AFC East Roundtable. Without further ado, we'll bring in the panel. What's going on, Dan Mitchell?
What is going on, my guy?
Listen, man, you ready for this one?
Dude, I am. I'm not going to lie to you. I did, sort of shit my pants when I saw that visit that occurred today in Miami.
Oh, it's a done deal. We'll get into that, Don't get nervous now, Dan. Don't get nervous now, man. We'll get into it, all right? Richie, man, how you feeling today, bro?
Yo, what is good, everybody supporting the AFC East Roundtable? Shout out to everybody. Shout out TD, Dan, and all my haters in the chat. I see you guys, and all my lovers in the chat. I see you guys as well. All love, baby. All love.
The Jets ain't in on none of this though, Dan. So they content with their little team,
Oh, and we good, man. We're not going for those washed up veterans.
Hater of the year.
We build the culture here.
You see how Richie getting a little swag to himself now because he get a little quarterback in the draft, but we'll get on that.
It's the offseason, baby. It's the offseason. We'll give him till week 3.
And we got a special guest representing the Patriots. What's up, Connor?
What's up, man? Wow, washed up veterans. Wow, Richie going straight for it, man.
I know, right?
Right for the jugular.
Man, I like it.
Man, since Connor is our special guest today, this is the first time Connor's on the AFC East Roundtable. Connor, do us a huge favor. Let everybody know where they can find you. Let them know a little bit about yourself and what team you represent and why.
Yeah, man, I'm a big Patriots fan. Always have been.
Sorry to hear
that. It wasn't good last season, but 20 years prior, it's been pretty enjoyable. I do DPN, Dear Pats Nation, with Ray. I know Ray's been on here a couple times, so that's my partner and co-host. You can find us at Dear Pats Nation on YouTube, Patreon, and you can find me at Connor Commentary on Twitter. I'm always on there tweeting nonsense.
That's what's up, man. We're glad to have you today because we want to talk about several things, and we'll go ahead and start out the show with you, Connor. All this talk about Julio Jones and link with the New England Patriots, is this real? Is this a true potential? What do you think is going to happen?
It seems to be. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I would have said absolutely not when we started hearing that Julio Jones might come to New England. I thought it was a pipe dream. Now looking at it, I've seen the odds from Vegas. I've seen the insiders. It's heating up. It seems like this might actually be a legitimate thing. I know, I think it was Shannon Sharp called him on the phone, and he said that he's leaving Atlanta, and it looks like the teams that he's most interested in going to is the Patriots, the Titans. It looks like something over the next week or two is going to happen with Julio Jones, and I think there's at least a decent chance he's going to end up on the Patriots.
Yeah, I see that. See, that was my front runners, the Pats or the Titans, but I think it might be the Titans, man. They're hurting because you all stole Jonnu from them. And that's their missing piece. They need another receiver, and adding a guy like Julio would I think it would do wonders for that team, especially since they got better on defense. So you think that you all can beat out the Titans in this race?
It's going to be tough. I mean, I know the Patriots still have some cap space. I know they obviously have a few players that they're interested in offering. I'm hearing Sony Michel. I'm hearing N'Keal Harry. But I think it's going to come down to draft picks and who's willing to put up the most draft capital to get them. I don't know. I know Bill Belichick's always stingy. He always has been. But I don't think it's going to cost a first-round pick. I'll say that. I think they might be able to package up a second and a player or a third and a couple players. So we'll see. I think you're right, though. The Tennessee Titans are going to be aggressive in pursuing Julio Jones, too, though.
Yeah. So what makes it just those two teams? Is that something someone put out there with no real source, or has Julio actually stated that?
Well, one of the things that I saw was that Las Vegas put that out for the odds, saying that they're ranking them as the two highest teams, the highest potential, the Patriots being the first and the Titans being second. But I haven't seen any legitimate sources out of the except for the lines.
I think it's just because those are the two teams that have the combination of possibility of actually having the money to get it done.
Yep.
And on top of that, it's a need that could really bolster their rosters. And they really want those teams. It would make them legitimate threats, adding a type of guy like Julio. So we'll see, man. I got more questions for you, but I want to move to Richie. Do you see you guys in the Julio deal, or is it just a washed up veteran like you said?
Nah, man, Julio's got a lot of juice left in the tank. I'll just mess with you guys. But when it comes to Julio Jones with the Jets, I don't think we're going to be involved with it. It doesn't fit the timeline for the New York Jets right now. I'm surprised that I'm going to say this, but I'm very confident in our wide receiving room right now. Have not been able to say that in a long time. From 1 through 5, I feel like we have a lot of depth surrounding with young talent and veterans. Like we got Corey Davis and Jameson Crowder, the 2 veterans, and we got Denzel Mims entering year 2, Elijah Moore in the draft, and we also got Keelan Cole as our wide receiver 5. So on paper, there's a lot of potential there. So when it comes to Julio Jones, that's the type of player that you want to bring into a team when you're winning now. You want to go all in on winning the division, making a deep run in the playoffs. That's not where this New York Jets team is right now. We are trying to build a foundation for the future, and I'd rather have the young guys develop. I love our 2 outside starting receivers with Corey Davis coming off a breakout season, 15 yards shy of 1,000 yards. He was actually the best wide receiver in the NFL when it comes to play action passes in Tennessee last year. And I love having him on the outside matched up with Denzel Mims on the other outside receiver, who I think is going to break out this season because he was not involved with the offense at all last year with Adam Gase and injury concerns, but I'm very high on Denzel. And then we got Elijah Moore and James Crowder in the slot. So when it comes to Julio Jones, I'm not saying that I wouldn't want him on the Jets. He's a phenomenal talent, generational, but it's just not fit the timeline for the Jets right now in 2021.
Follow-up question on that, Richie. You don't think someone like Julio, I know it doesn't fit the timeline because you're going young, you're building from scratch, and you're trying to make your own nucleus, but you don't think a veteran like that could really be a valuable mentor to the young receivers?
Absolutely, but the cost to go up and get him, it wouldn't be worth it in my opinion because we're still building for the future. We got 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks next year, 11 picks in total. So I want to hold on to that capital. I love what Joe Douglas has done in his first 2 drafts, bringing in Mekhi Becton and Elijah Vera Tucker, solidifying that left side of the offensive line. And we saw what he does with his draft picks. He's building through the draft. And I'd rather build through the draft for the future than sacrifice capital to go and get a plug-in veteran. And to your point, a veteran like Julio Jones would provide a veteran leadership for guys like Denzel Mims and all these young guys that we're trying to develop. But right now, I'm content with the receivers. And I'm not just saying that. Trust me, last year, if you asked me the question about the receivers, they're all what-ifs. Prashad Perriman, I don't know about that. Denzel rookie, obviously we had high expectations. But when it comes to the Jets right now, Julio Jones, I'd rather not give up the capital necessary. I'd rather hold on to what we got and build through the draft for the future.
Okay, well, we'll see. Jets about 8 years away from, being relevant.
Sir.
But
yeah, all right. We're coming, baby.
Before I go over to Dan, Master at Works decided to show up via donation. His bum donation that ain't worth nothing over here said, when we sign Julio, we're going back to the Super Bowl. Delusion is real. Good luck, Connor, dealing with Delusional. Delusional. Dolphins for decades, no Lombardi. Listen, Connor, man, I'm going to be honest with you. Just to know that Tyson,
I do, yeah.
It's a little embarrassing, bro, but it's all good, man. We're gonna judge you for you, not off of his reputation. All right.
Master at Work's good people, man. Tyson's good people. He's funny.
No, I'm just teasing. But all right, Dan, man. Josh Allen really is gonna need some help if he's gonna even be average. So is Julio? Is it a possibility for Julio to end up in Buffalo?
Well, we do know that whenever my segment begins, it always starts off with a little jab about Josh Allen. But
he's scared of him.
I'm sure that we will revisit this later on in this stream.
Oh, you better know it.
But hey, man, listen, don't get me wrong. If we were to sign Julio Jones, then it would instantly make this team better. I mean, there's no question about it. The issue is the Buffalo Bills are struggling significantly when it comes to cap room. Right now, we are sitting at around $4 million, and we still have a couple of rookies that we need to sign. So financially, it just doesn't make sense at this point. Now, as far as our wide receiver core is concerned, I'm content with it. I love Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley. We ended up signing Emmanuel Sanders as well. We have Gabe Davis and Isaiah Hodgins is coming back. So as far as from a depth perspective, there's going to be some very talented wide receivers who aren't even going to make this team this year once we finally get down to the final 53, 55-man roster. So once you account for the fact that there's no way in hell that we could even afford Julio Jones at this point, it's not even something that I'm trying to speculate because it's simply not a Brandon Beane move. I sincerely hope that he stays far away from the AFC East. I'd be completely fine if he went over to the Chargers. Yeah, that's cool. Just chill over in the AFC West. Don't bother the Buffalo Bills. But say that he does go to the Patriots at the end of the day, they still have a lot of questions with quarterback. So I don't know. We'll see what's going on.
As long as you got Josh Allen, it don't matter. Listen, man. As far as the Miami Dolphins, y'all, I don't think the Miami Dolphins will go after Julio Jones, but we have the assets to do it. We have the players to do it. Just like Connor said, it wouldn't be a first round pick, but the Miami Dolphins could swap Devontae Parker with Julio Jones and throw in a third or a fourth or something like that. And that would be Atlanta getting a good receiver back, saving a little bit of cap space, and it really wouldn't hurt Miami too much because if you look at his 3-year deal, it's about 3 year, $38 million left on his deal. It's just a big cap hit this year. So the Dolphins are in play, but I just don't think it's something that they're gonna do because we had a visit today in the building in Miami. A big visit that Dan Mitchell is quivering in his pink boots. All right,
pink boots.
Your pink boots quivering because
Okay.
Melvin Ingram went to the Chiefs, had an interview with them, came to Miami, had an interview with Miami, and decided not to leave Miami, but instead start training with some of the players in Miami. And reports just came out that Melvin Ingram is still in Miami. He has expressed mutual interest in getting a deal done, and the Dolphins front office is trying to make the numbers work as we speak. Ingram is still in Miami and training with Xavier Howard while he waits for his agent to strike the deal. It's a done deal, ladies and gentlemen. We should hear tonight or tomorrow or the next day that Melvin Ingram has officially signed with the Miami Dolphins. We're talking about a 2017, 2018, 2019 Pro Bowler. 2020, he did get hurt last year, but was on pace, was on pace for Pro Bowl action. And the Miami Dolphins are going to take that shot on a guy after the injury, but coming off of the peak of his career with no slowdown. You guys tell me, is this a good move for Miami? And is it something that the rest of your team should be concerned about? We'll start with Dan and go back around.
Well, dude, honestly, when it comes to the Miami Dolphins defense, and regardless of this visit that occurred in Miami today, I ended up seeing an article which was actually pretty exhilarating and made me giggle a little bit. It said, what the hell are the Miami Dolphins going to do to solve the riddle of Josh Allen? Miami Dolphins fans, I hate to remind you of this, but I'm pretty sure the Buffalo Bills alone, Josh Allen accounted for 45% of all the points that you gave up last year in general. Your defense was very good. You dominated practically everybody except for the Buffalo Bills. And when it came down to it, I think a lot of it had to do with the pass rush, and it also had to do with the fact of lack of athleticism on the defensive line. But then again, lack of athleticism on the defensive line, that's going to burn you, especially once you have a mobile quarterback like Josh Allen that can make some of those defenders miss. Now, this visit is very interesting to me. I mean, don't get me wrong. This player has been tremendous in the league for years and years, but he is reaching the twilight of his career. He's 32 years old. Do I think that it would be an upgrade to what you could be putting out on the field? 110%.
You think so?
But oh yeah, I think so.
Emmanuel Ogbah, and Jalen Phillips, the best pass rusher in the draft this year.
Well, I mean, honestly, when you have to look at it, I mean, he is a rookie, right? And I mean, really, when it comes down to position groups like that, I think that it's going to take some time for him to be able to make those adjustments and catch up to a full speed of an NFL game. think that this visit, say, for example, that he does end up signing, I think at the very worst, he's going to be sort of a transition player as your rookie defensive end sort of gets his feet wet within the NFL.
Okay. So this would be a good move for Miami, and Josh Allen to look even more trash, is what you're saying.
Well,
all right, it's all adding up, Dan. We get it. What's understood ain't got to be explained, Dan. We get it. What about you, Richie? What's your thoughts, man? You got a fresh new quarterback who's pretty much trash, but I'm trying not to get on you yet. And now he's going to have the pressure of Miami's defense adding come on, man, adding Melvin Ingram with Jalen Phillips and Emmanuel Ogbah with the interior that we have, the linebackers, the secondary that's locked down. Does this concern you at all?
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like it would be a great move for the Dolphins because it's low risk, high reward. You're not going to give him a big contract. So if you bring him in, I mean, the worst case scenario, he gets injured and later. But best case scenario, he comes in and he's half of what he once was. I mean, you can't expect him to go back to Pro Bowl fashion. It's different. I'm just comparing it to something on the Jets because we gave him a big contract. But CJ Mosley, we gave him a gigantic contract and he got injured in his first season, in the first game of his career with the Jets. And then last year he opted out. So we have not seen CJ Mosley in 2 years. And we're hopeful that we can see Pro Bowl version of CJ this year. So when you guys are bringing in Melvin Ingram, say hypothetically you bring him in, you're hopeful that you can get the Pro Bowl version of Melvin Ingram, but who knows? I mean, they lose a step when they're getting older. The linebacker position, the edge rusher position, outside linebacker, whatever role he's going to play, you cannot put so many high expectations. So I do feel like it would, make the Miami Dolphins defense way more scary just because it's an experienced guy. He's a former Pro Bowler. He can bring veteran leadership to the locker room. But, to be honest with you, if you sign Melvin Ingram, I'm not like way more worried about the Dolphins defense. Like you guys are already a great defense. I don't think it's going to put you over the top. Like I think you guys already have a top tier defense and I think it'll be a great addition, but I don't think it's going to make me lose sleep at night.
Yeah, I agree. There's no need to worry or lose sleep at night, especially if you know your team's going to win 2 games. So I get it. Hey, guys,
up, man.
Listen, I'm about to go to Connor, but before I go to Connor, I want you to know I have dropped the link in the StreamYard. Special night, ladies and gentlemen. You have an opportunity to join this panel and ask a question to whoever you choose. And, hey, listen, it's going to be quick. You ain't going to be on here long, but you're going to have an opportunity to join this stream, but you got to be on camera. We got to be able to see you. All right. You're going to have that opportunity. The link has been dropped. Come backstage. If you if you fit the criteria, we're going to bring you on and let you chop up for 30 seconds to a minute and move on to the next person. All right. But
one more thing about this Melvin Ingram thing, because I just realized if he does sign with the Dolphins and he lines up on the left side, not concerned. Mekhi Becton and Elijah Vera will eat him alive.
No, boy, here we go.
Best left side of the offensive line coming in the NFL. Maybe not this year, but just wait.
Listen, man.
First ever time in NFL history that 2 top 15 draft picks, Mekhi Becton left tackle, Elijah Vera left guard, are going to be paired up together. The last time that happened was 1975, and they're both Pro Bowlers. Not saying it's going to happen, but pairing guys up like that, attached hip to hip, left tackle, left guard, top 15 in the draft. Just wait and see, man.
We'll just load up on the right side then. We'll make it easy.
Go to the right side because that's definitely the weak side for sure. I'll give you that.
Yeah, we'll have you drafting another quarterback next year. But come on, Connor, talk to me, man. Talk to me.
I will say I'm concerned about the Jets in the future, just not this year. But as far as Ingram goes, man, anytime you can get a veteran of his caliber, I mean, he's only 32, so obviously he's getting a little bit older, but he's not quite there yet. I think he's still going to have something left in the tank. And obviously I'm very familiar with Brian Flores, man. It worries me anytime you get a great solidified veteran like him going with a defensive mastermind like him as a coach. So I'm definitely a little bit nervous. I'd prefer that they didn't sign him. I think it would be a great signing for the Dolphins. Their defense is going to be good regardless. So to add him to the mix, it's going to be tough.
Boy, oh boy, things are looking beautiful in Miami. and then that quarterback's coming. Get ready. All right. Anywho, all right. One more, guys. Le'Veon Bell. Anybody interested? We're gonna skip past you, Richie.
I'm ready for Le'Veon. Bring him back.
No.
No one's interested in Le'Veon?
No.
As a by committee guy?
I
I would actually, I would love to see him in Miami as, help by committee. I don't know why Dan in Buffalo is not interested. That's the biggest area where they're just trash.
That's true.
Well, second biggest area. They need a new quarterback. But anywho, man, we don't need to talk much about Leveon. Let's get to the fun part, man. We're gonna allow some people to come on stream, chop it up, talk their talk for a little bit. Remember, you're not gonna have long. I'll be dropping the link, but we're gonna start out with the homie Kelvin Smith. What's up, Kelvin?
What's up, fellas? Can y'all hear me?
What's up, man?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Just want to shout out TD. Appreciate you putting the Dolphin fans on. Just lay off to him, man. Relax. Give him some time, man. Give him some time. That's all I got to say. But the question I got is a Patriots fan. Truly, deep down, I believe your dynasty is over. It's a wrap. Hush. It's over.
Yeah.
You believe your dynasty is a wrap. It's over. No more 12-5 or whatever the 17 schedule is. No more of that. Y'all finna go 8-8.
Honestly, deep down, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to be very nervous when Bill Belichick leaves. Obviously, it was both of them. It was Tom Brady. It was Bill Belichick. Tom Brady left, went on and won the Super Bowl, obviously. Now, once Bill Belichick, who I think only has about 3-4 more years left in him, once he's gone, then I'll admit that the dynasty is officially over. But as long as Bill Belichick's still around, I still have faith that they have the opportunity to get another Super Bowl. I think they're still going to be competitive this year for the next couple of years, but I'm very worried once he leaves.
I like that answer. I like that.
All right, Kelvin, man. Thanks for coming through, homie.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Hey, you heard that the dynasty's over, man. It is over, man.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like deep down, I'm concerned once there's no more Belichick or Brady.
It's over. Dirty Dan, what's going on, man?
Dirty Dan.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up,
man? Talk to us.
Hey, Dolphins fan right here. Pretty good day,
What question do you have for the panel?
Nah, I'm just messing with you. I ain't no Dolphins fan.
Yeah, I was about to say, Dan, since when, bro?
Like you've already said it out of your mouth, man. Now you can't take it back. All right, so he's a Dolphins fan.
My question is for TD.
Yeah, Allen sucks.
Do you really think you guys have a chance at winning the division? I mean, come on now.
No, I think we got a chance at winning the Super Bowl. I don't know why you limit us.
Wow.
No, we are okay. We are going to win the division. All right, let's get that straight now. Here's what you have to understand. Okay, the Buffalo Bills.
Oh no!
A few years ago, you could consider them in their rebuild when they got their fresh new start, shiny quarterback. Okay, 3 years in, last year was the peak of your team's development. You had veterans. You had the perfect blend. Nah, don't give me that, Dan. That's what it was, okay? Now you're just going to keep on trying to fine-tune areas to try to be better. I don't even see how y'all got better. That's number one, okay? You didn't even get better this offseason. You got a few draft picks that weren't even the best of the best, and you're going to try to work them out and see if you can make an improvement, but there is no moves that you made that said, man, we got this now, we got that. No, you got a whole bunch of guys that you hope develop to contribute to replace guys that's already on the field. You didn't get better. You're the same team, and I give you that. That's a good team, okay? That is a good team. But the Miami Dolphins winning 10 games last year, when 2 years ago, half of our roster, like legitimately, I'm not exaggerating, 50% of our roster was undrafted players. We traded the whole farm. This year right here, 60% of our roster, 70% of our roster still on their rookie deal. I mean, we were babies in this, and we had a lot of rookies that were starting on both sides of the ball. We had two safeties that never played the position last year. And we are literally this offseason, I know y'all don't follow the Dolphins like in depth, but we have really done some special things. We brought in starters at positions and legitimate best at their position players. Free agency, everything. We've gotten better. If y'all did what y'all did, and y'all are pretty much at the peak, because I don't think you get much better out of Josh Allen and the rest of that team. and then on top of it, we had players like our quarterback Tua struggling all year, and we win 10 games. Like I need y'all to really put that together. The Dolphins are truly on a rise. Our defense was already one of the top 5 defenses in the league. We added Bernard McKinney to make the linebacking core way better. We get Jalen Phillips, an additional edge rusher, to get Shaq out of there. And then Melvin Ingram will be coming in. This defense, you add Javon Holland. This defense is about to be sickening. And then on offense, bro, we got Will Fuller. We got Jalen Waddle. Like, come on, bro. Like, Hunter Long, the tight end that caught the most passes in college. And if Tua, let's just say Tua takes a leap like Josh Allen did in his second year, not even the third year, okay? Because Josh Allen made small progressions in this third year that just passed. He just went off the roof, right? Still trash, but he went off, okay? If he just does what Josh Allen did in his second year, this team can easily win 14 games, and yes, we will win the division. We are a better team than Buffalo. Anybody in their right mind will tell you we have to prove it.
Okay.
But we are a better team than Buffalo right now, and we're going to stump a hole in all y'all little pink dresses, and we're going to demolish y'all. Y'all are going to find out this year that it ain't a game. It's not a game. And it's about to happen. Okay, Dan, what have y'all proved? What have y'all proved? How to be trash in the AFC Championship game?
Being 5-1 and accounting for 45% of all the points that you let out last year.
You're rating.
Wiped his ass with your defense last year twice.
So I guess the Dolphins are your Super Bowl. The Dolphins are your Super Bowl every year.
Backups.
That's why y'all trash in the playoffs. That's exactly why you're trash in the playoffs. Now, you know what? Let's go a step further. Not to even mention you should have lost against the Chargers in the first round. I can't even believe they put up that kind of fight with y'all. They had the ball at the end of the game.
Yo, where's the column? Like right in the win-loss record that says almost lost.
Oh my, yeah. Okay, Dan. Okay, right? Dan. I got you to admit last week that your quarterback was trash and ain't a franchise quarterback when you looked at the stats in the biggest game. You admitted it. You admitted that. You admitted that bum is a bum.
Very random scenarios. And it's like,
you admitted that bum is a bum.
I thought it was Tua. Listen. All of those stats that you mentioned last week were better than Tua's numbers last year. I thought you were talking about Tua. I was like,
yeah, you thought. So it looks like your quarterback is in company with Tua. AFC Championship game, putting up trash time yards and stuff, and think he's something. He a bum. He's a bum. Okay.
Oh man, I cannot wait for you to wear.
I cannot
wait for you to wear a Bill shirt again.
Go order that Jason Sanders jersey now. Hey, but Dirty Dan, man, we got to move on. Thanks for coming in and inciting a riot, man.
One more thing. You're forgetting one key player.
Your quarterback. Yeah. Trash of the year.
All right, you all have a good day.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Dan. All right, man. Let's keep it moving, man.
Yo, TD, you good, bro?
No, I ain't good. I can't stand Josh Allen. That guy's a bum.
By the way, the Bills did not verse the Chargers in the playoffs.
Man, was it the Colts? Yeah. It was the Colts. Yeah, but did you see that game? Did you see the game? I can't even believe y'all struggle with the Colts. They had a chance to win at the end if the refs didn't rob them with that bogus call. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's move on, man. We got other people waiting, man. Steve St. Gerard, what's up? What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
What's up, Steve?
What's up, Steve?
How you guys doing? First off, I'm going to say Dolphins are going 17-0. So
20-0.
You already know about it.
You got a question for us, homie?
Yes. Why does the Buffalo fan base think that Josh Allen is going to repeat what he did last season?
Let's hear this delusional answer.
Because if you look at his 3 seasons, he was struggling. He was balling that one season, and then I don't know.
Steve, so I mean, so the way that we look at it, we just look at the progression from what he made from year 1 to year 2 to year 3. And I mean, once you just end up seeing just the jumps that he's made, not only statistically, but just being able to read a defense in general, on top of the weapons that he was able to bring back. I mean, like TD said, I mean, we're essentially bringing back the exact same core of weapons for him. So realistically, I have like this theory. Well, not a theory. I'm hoping it's not true, but I was just like, damn, like I really hope that Josh Allen, the only reason he played great last year was because there was no fans in the stadium. But I mean, I honestly don't think that that's the case. I think that the chemistry that he has been able to work with and the continuity in which within that offense coming back into next year, I'm not necessarily saying that we're going to see like a massive jump that we saw from year 2 to year 3, but at the very worst, we're getting the exact same product as last year. And that's completely good enough for me. Say, for example, that we can improve a little bit in the run game, then that's going to be able to propel us past the AFC Championship. So I'm saying worst case scenario, we get the same product as last year. Best case scenario, he jumps a little further, which I'd be fine with, but I just don't see it as a possibility of him taking a step back next year.
Hey,
the reason I bring it up,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, cut you off.
No, go ahead, bro.
The reason I bring it up because the Eagles, they had that quarterback that's on the Colts now that balled that one season, and then fell off after he got that hit. That's what I'm saying. There's a whole bunch of people that flashed for 1 year. Nick Foles flashed for 1 year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you really got to be careful with that.
Josh Allen was built to flash for 1 year.
Oh my God.
Connor,
hopefully.
I know, right? Connor, hey, I appreciate you, Steve. Connor, what's your thoughts on Josh Allen, man?
I actually think Josh Allen's pretty good, man. I'm gonna be honest. I thought he had a great year last year. His rookie year, he obviously came in and looked pretty good, and
trash.
I gotta agree. I gotta agree with them. He's taken the step forward each year. I don't want to see him take a step forward even more. Bills, man, I don't know. They didn't do anything though to address that running game, man. I think that's the only thing they're missing. That's the only thing they're missing. I mean, they got who they signed? Matt Breida?
Yeah, we got Matt Breida, but I mean,
our leftovers.
Why?
And the question is if we could, if he can stay healthy. I mean, like during the draft, there was rumors that if ETN was available at 30, then we were going to go for him. But I mean, then again, those are rumors. Who the hell knows? And I mean, I was pounding the table for either him or Najee Harris if they were available at 30. Dude, I get in debates with Bills fans all the time about what happened to our run game, and it's split down the middle. They tried telling me, oh, dude, no, it was definitely an offensive line issue. And I'm like, okay, so you're telling me that the exact same line in 2019 came back in 2020, where in 2019 we were top 10 in the league for running the ball. And then you get that exact same offensive line the following year, same running backs, and we're in the bottom half. And you're telling me that it's a offensive line issue?
Right.
It is not. It is not.
No, I agree.
Not. So I mean,
I like Josh Allen though, but I agree. It's the running back situation that's keeping them a little bit from being elite.
Josh Allen holding the running backs up.
If we even had an average running game last year, then we would have beaten Kansas City in the AFC Championship.
Would have, should have, could have.
I will die on that hill.
Would have, could have, could have,
would have, should have, could have.
Oh my!
A lot of would-haves.
Listen, as long as Josh Allen in the building, y'all gonna be good enough to be trash. All right. Listen,
good enough
hey,
to be trash.
Let's keep it moving, man. Dwayne, what's up, homie?
What's up, Dwayne?
What's up, man?
What's going on, people? How y'all doing? Hey, Richie, since I'm originally from the Bronx, and I know what you go through with your schizophrenia with respect to being a Jet fan. So I have a question or two for you, and I have a follow-up question for Mr. Mitchell.
Nice.
First, you, Richie, which coach was the worst for you, Kotite or Gaze?
Well, I did not experience the Kotite era since I'm young. I'm 23 years old, but I know it very well. So I experienced Adam Gase firsthand. So that's the easy answer is Adam Gase. But I know well about the Kotite era because of my dad.
Hey, Richie, we can't curse on this channel.
Okay.
This is a curse word.
Speaking of trash,
that's
Adam
the
Gase,
only
man,
time I cuss, man.
Oh man!
And then my question for Mr. Mitchell, since the Bills drafted Rousseau, have the Bills lost faith in Espinoza?
Yeah, that is a great question. I don't think it's necessarily that we lost faith in Epinesa, but I think that it was more of a move where our starting defensive ends, Jerry Hughes and Mario Addison, both of them are getting older. I think that this is more of a future investment, knowing that in 2022, I don't have a feeling that either of them are going to be on this team. They'll either retire or they'll be traded, et cetera, or released. Russo, I'm very, very excited about. I do sort of expect him having a year similar to Epinesa last year. I wouldn't say that Epinesa was a bust by any means. Toward the end of the year, once he started getting snaps, he was definitely starting to go on ahead and really make some progress going into it. So, I mean, I'm not giving up on Epinesa at all, but with the Buffalo Bills, Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane, if it was up to them, they would draft somebody on the defensive line each and every single round, each and every single year. That's just the way that their defense is built. And unfortunately, the Buffalo Bills never tend to hit on any of those picks. So I think at this point, they're like, you know what? We've been swinging and missing on defensive ends for the past 4 or 5 years. So whatever, let's just draft 2 back to back, and we're bound to find a winner. So I mean, we'll see what's going on.
So
there,
maybe y'all are having the same problem that the Patriots are having with respect to drafting wide receivers, which segues me to you.
Oh goodness, I know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Sony Michel.
Yeah. Oh boy.
What is your outlook for him, and whether or not he's going to continue to be the false prophet with respect to running backs that they thought that they were getting previously?
I think Sony Michel's on the outside looking in. They're not going to pick up his 5th-year contract at this point. I mean, I think he lost his job last season to Damian Harris. I wouldn't be surprised, man, if we see the last of Sony Michel at the end of this season. Although last year it was like once he lost his job to Damian Harris, whenever he got out there, he started running really hard. So we'll see. It's his opportunity this year to prove himself, because if he doesn't do anything this year, I don't know. Maybe the Bills want him because he's not going to be on the Patriots anymore at the end of this year.
Bills always taking leftovers. Spoiled leftovers.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? In the division, whenever a team in the division has picked up a player from another team in the division, it eventually never really works out. You can go back to the Dolphins picking up Ray Lucas it never truly works out. Even when Jason Taylor committed heresy and went to the Jets for a short little amount of time.
Oh, right. I almost forgot about that.
It never really.
Yeah, it didn't work out either.
Hey, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Don't talk about the GOAT.
Well, you know what?
You're gonna miss out on this year.
You know what? I'm gonna let TD handle that part, because I have my feelings about Fitzpatrick and Tannehill, and I'm gonna leave that for the in-house conversation. Okay,
the real ones, the Super Bowl talk.
When you come out, when you could be 5 fingers, you could be 5 fingers in the house, but when you come out the house, you are a fist. So we're gonna keep it fisty for right now.
Appreciate you, Dwayne.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk with you, gentlemen. I appreciate your honesty. Y'all have a great night. And Doug wanted to know if it was too late for him to come on.
Oh,
let's see.
CDW wanted to come on.
Dwayne, I appreciate you, man, but it's upsetting to hear that you're from the Bronx.
Let's see if it's too late. Is it too late for this guy?
What's up, boys?
Doug, man, tell all 3 of these bums they team suck. Tell all 3 of them, Doug.
My guy.
What's up, Dan? How you
What's
been,
up, bro? Long time no see, man.
What's up, Doug?
What's up, guys?
You doing?
Yeah, TD's asking me to come on because he says you guys pick on him too much, so he needs some backup.
Oh, come on, bro.
Dan tried to sabotage me last week.
Are you out of your mind?
So, Doug, you guys going 17-0 or what?
I leave that up to TD. That's TD.
20-0, baby. 20-0. Don't be
20-0. I know. I don't want to talk about 17-0 over here. It only matters if you get the job done.
That's right, like the Dolphins did, baby. 72.
Yeah, I leave all that crazy optimism up to TD.
Hey, Doug, you got any questions for these guys and their team?
No, I just wanted to hop on and say what's up.
Awesome, man. Now you hang out with us, man. We got Triple S Podcast, man. You got questions for the group, bro?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
What's good, bro?
My question is for Dan Mitchell. So actually, I got two questions for Dan Mitchell. My first question is
double trash.
How you gonna ambush TD like that, man? Last week he's
Told you.
Man was picking who was hopping in the stream one by one.
And then he would hang up on Dolphin fans.
Hey, that's what TD's doing right now.
I did not hang up on any Dolphins fans, bro. Listen, I wasn't even choosing the callers, man. It was just like a round robin. They were coming in. But hey, listen, honestly, I think that I've gotten my payback, at least for the most part. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that. But I got a football question for you too. So my question is something I don't think a lot of people are talking about, but they should be talking about. What's going to happen when you got to pay Josh Allen, bro?
That's a good question.
You're already cutting it close with the cap.
And they got hey bro, they got $4 million right now.
Where do you trim $45 million off your roster? What does that look like?
Yeah,
be fair, 40 million because he's still making money now.
So short answer to this is the fact that when it comes to Brandon Beane, he has proven to be an absolute genius when it comes to moving money around and being able to bring back players in need. Prior to the season, I had no thought in hell that we would have been able to bring back Darrell Williams and Matt Milano, but somehow he was still able to do that, and we were still able to bring in, several very good free agents. So, I mean, with Brandon Beane, he's been a cap genius since he's been the GM of this team. As far as an extension is concerned, I would almost imagine that it would be structured, not necessarily the same amount as Pat Mahomes, but as far as the structure of percentages of the salary that ends up coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if Brandon Beane makes it a very, very, very long contract and the majority of his pay being toward the end of that contract, bulking in once he can sort of estimate that we'll be in a better cap situation in 23, 24, and then that way we'd be able to afford it that way. So I'm saying that once it does happen, I am under the impression that it is going to happen, I would say within the next couple of weeks. I'm going to go ahead and say that it's probably going to happen, but you are going to see some massive 8 to 9 year deal, and the first couple of years are going to be cap friendly, and then he'll start getting the bag in about 24, 25.
So, in other words, if he starts to suck, which we know he is, they're going to be screwed for the next 10 years because they'll be backloading it, trying to make it friendly up front, and they're going to be begging him for years to come to restructure. And when he sucks, he's going to be like, I'm not restructuring. I suck now. I want to keep my money. That's exactly what's going to happen. And so get ready for it, Dan. Hey, Doug, have you ever had any thoughts on that contract situation?
For Josh Allen?
Yeah, that bum.
I agree with what Dan said, though, not in necessarily the way it would be structured, but you got to do it now. That's how I always feel about these guys going into, either, Frank, you can take the extension and all that stuff. You got to sign them now, but he's going to want money. He's going to want a lot of money, especially what he sees with I feel like his biggest competition is Patrick Mahomes because they kind of have the same play style where that, run and gun style. So he's going to want a lot of money. And then all of a sudden, certain areas of the Bills team is going to start to fall because all that money is going towards your quarterback. It's going to be hard. Got to start winning now. Get your Super Bowl in now, Dan, because it's in about 4 years.
They not getting no Super Bowl
window in a few years. This year, next year, the Super Bowl window.
Hey, the Triple S Podcast. Thanks for coming through, bro.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, you, man.
See you, man.
We got a few more before we start closing. We got Lawrence Owen, man. Talk to us. How you doing,
Lawrence, what's up, man?
Oh, we got the Colts in the house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, buddy.
What's going on, man? I've been watching for a while, and I got a question. I brought it up to Connor and Ray on their channel a few times. What do you guys, each of you, TD, Dan, even Doug here and Richie, what do you guys think the chances are that the AFC East will bring 3 teams to the playoffs this year?
Ooh,
that's a great
Good question.
Wow.
We're not gonna let Dan answer that question because he'll be the team that's out.
The Jets automatically out. Automatically no chance.
We'll talk to the teams that's relevant. So you see, hey Richie, I'm giving you a big ups there, man.
I love you, man. I love you. I love the respect, baby.
I guess we'll start with Dan since whatever.
Dude, all right. So I mean, not to flex, and you can look at the receipts. But prior to the 2020 season, I said that the AFC North was going to be the team that was going to have 3 teams make the playoffs. This year, I'm saying it's the AFC East. I see the Bills, Dolphins, and the Patriots making the playoffs this year, being the 3 that go into that playoff format. So that's what I'm guessing.
That'll be. But here's the deal. It's really hard because if all 3 teams were to have a chance to make the playoffs, the only way that would have been possible is if we were beating up on each other.
Right.
We all took like the even amount of losses. Of course, we'd all of our teams would sweep the Jets, of course.
Right.
And
it ain't the case there anymore. Keep the jokes coming. It's not gonna last.
And the Dolphins would be the only team that actually swept the division, but the Bills and Patriots would probably split. But we would be beating up on each other. But for that to happen, man, they did add an extra spot, but it's still tough. It's still tough, man. But very possible. I'm going to say it depends on how the Patriots look with all of their new additions. If they gel and Belichick gets his team playing top football, this could happen. This could really happen. The Dolphins have the Dolphins have the 5th easiest schedule in the NFL. The Patriots and Belichick get them back, and Buffalo should. If Josh Allen can continue to play well. That hurt to say.
I see the AFC East as a team that could legitimately have 3 teams with 10+ wins. Like, darn near did last year if the Patriots, hadn't went through that situation that they went through, So, I mean, the Dolphins got a great defense and we're just waiting to see about Tua, right? I mean, honestly. The Bills, they need to work on getting a running back, and you need to get your pass rush up a little bit better, at least so you don't have to blitz as much. You guys had to blitz a lot last year in order to get pressure. And the Jets, I mean, they're coming up. I can't wait to see what Saleh does with the Jets, honestly.
Yeah, I'm worried about the Jets in the future.
Yeah, in the future, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I can see it. I can see the East really bringing up some good teams this year, and it kind of putting the AFC on notice, in my opinion, really. Because I mean, it's been the AFC North that's been the powerhouse division, in the AFC for the last few years, and it kind of still is, depending upon what happens with Roethlisberger and whether or not the Bengals decide they want to protect their daggone franchise quarterback or not. But that's my thoughts on that whole situation. I really do think that the AFC East has that legitimate shot of any division to bring 3.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. I mean, I think the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Bills all could very legitimately win 10+ games. So they're all going to be right in the mix, man. I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 teams made the playoffs.
So I agree. Another big factor is the entire division has an easy schedule. Like last year, the division schedule was brutal. We all had a terrible schedule. Now this year it's in our favor. So I think that's the easiest for all 4 of our teams.
Except Buffalo, they had an easy schedule. But but does that mean that the AFC East is now in position to be the best division in football?
Pretty soon, yeah. I'm thinking even in a few years, if the Jets really make a step forward and the Patriots continue to be good, and then obviously the Bills are already well on their way. Miami's taking a huge step forward. If Tua is really good, I mean, they're going to be 4 of the best teams in football.
Yeah.
I think in the next 2 years, depending upon how the top 3 teams are managed, right? Because it's about turnover. It's about, replacing the guys you lose, because you can't re-sign everybody, and it sucks,
right.
And it's how you're going to replace the guys that you cannot sign to those big, huge multi-million-dollar deals with young, fresh talent. And generally that comes through the draft. And, You know, you really got to hang your hat on that.
He's talking to Buffalo and New England because we're one of the youngest teams that got a lot of people under contract for 3 more years plus. So we're straight in that department. We're not worried about losing anyone, and if we do, we already got their replacement on the roster right now. All
and
right,
you guys got a very, very good young coach.
Yes,
very
best,
good coach.
the best.
Very good coach.
Yeah, I like Flores.
Yeah,
man, this is a great show, man. That was a great question. The AFC East stand up. Sorry, buddy. Richie, you'll join the party soon.
Oh, I'm not worried, bro. Trust me, I ain't worried one bit.
And these call-ins are a lot better than the call-ins I got last week.
Yeah, because you were filtering them, trying to be biased. But hey, Lawrence Owens, I'm glad you're here. What'd you think about that playoff game that you guys lost that you should have won if they didn't cheat y'all with those penalties? What'd you talk to us, man? Tell us what you thought about how bad Buffalo was.
Honestly, I'm not going to trash Buffalo. I know that you're a Buffalo hater because you're a Miami Dolphin fan.
Realist.
I get that. Yeah. Okay. I like Josh Allen.
Trash.
But he does. But TD does make up a good point about, man, re-signing him to an extension is going to be rough. It's going to be rough. I mean, Josh Allen has made. I mean, I got a video on my channel talking about how he's improved over his 3 years and drastic steps. But man, it's kind of like he's going to want close to Patrick Mahomes' money.
That is going to cripple that team.
That's going to.
I don't care how you structure it. It's going to cripple them.
Yeah, but okay. So to your question about the AFC wildcard game that the Colts Bills played, I was impressed by both teams. I was more impressed with the fact that Josh Allen was able to get away from our defense because we had a really good defense last year, and he was able to escape a lot. And that's the only reason why Bills won that game was because Allen was able to extend plays and make. I mean, some of those catches along the sidelines from guys that we've never even heard of, with like a toe inbounds and somehow he made the catch. It was ridiculous. Some of those plays.
Yeah, with Gabe Davis.
Yeah,
man, it was crazy.
But
no, I said the exact same thing. And so, the Colts defense was the best defense we played all year. Hands down.
Yeah, I think now for Colts fans, it's all about what will Carson Wentz do. That's it. It kind of hangs, kind of similar with the Dolphins in that aspect of the team kind of hangs on whether or not the quarterback does well, and same with the Patriots.
Same with the Patriots, I know.
Yeah. Whether or not the quarterback does well. If they do well, man, four of us. Well, I'm gonna count Doug and TD as the same person because you both do Dolphins, but 4 of us could all be in the playoffs. And meet each other. And that would be kind of fun. I actually look forward. I'm already meeting all of you guys this year because, AFC South, AFC East meet up this year. Yep. It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Listen, everyone backstage. I'm going to end the call-in portion on that note. Because we gotta do some final remarks. If you can stay on with us, Lawrence, that'll be great. I'm glad that a coach YouTuber hopped on, man. We gotta work together. I want to work with you, man.
Cool.
So hopefully we can schedule a collab. I'm sure these guys probably feel the same way.
So we play you this year. I'll definitely hit you up. And so I just subscribed to your channel too.
Awesome. Thank you.
And I want to hit you up in the off season too. Try to do something this off season so we can talk about how we're going to demolish y'all.
And
I'd be more than happy.
Lawrence, we versed each other on primetime this year. I just double checked.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh, the Jets
we should definitely do a collab that week.
Absolutely. I've been trying to get a hold of a few of you guys, over the last.
Me?
Oh, there goes.
I didn't try to get a hold of you yet. Okay. I've been in your chats and talked to you, but you kind of oversaw my chat. But your live chat goes through really fast, so I understand that. I've
email me, bro. Email me, and then we're gonna do something real soon, man. I'd love to.
All right, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely, man. So we're gonna go around the table, and we're gonna get final thoughts. Let everybody know where they can find you. We'll start with you, Lawrence Owens. Let them know about your channel. Let them know where they can find you.
Oh, I'm Lawrence Owen. My channel's Lawrence Owen, but podcast is called Colts Law. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Colts_law, and all my stuff right here on YouTube. Lawrence Owen, very simple to find. Thanks.
Awesome, man. We appreciate you, man. We're gonna go with Connor. Talk to us, man.
Yeah, man, you can find me on Twitter at Connor Commentary, or you can find Ray and I on Mondays and Thursdays on YouTube, Dear Pats Nation. We're also on Patreon 5 nights a week. That's Dear Pats Nation as well, DPN. Come give us a follow.
All right, and Doug, since we got a lot of Pats, Jets, Bills, and Colts fans rocking with us right now, let them know about the channel, man.
Yeah, you can find me at Dougly Durong. And if you want to find me anywhere on Twitter or anything like that, it's Dougly Durong. If you could tell. Support the Dolphins.
Let's go change up. Super Bowl, baby. All right. Richie, talk to us, man.
You guys already know what's good. Jets Media. I post all Jets content. I got a lot of channels. Touchdown Kingdom supporting the NFL. Any basketball fans? I know none of you guys support the Knicks, but I'm supporting the Knicks all throughout the playoffs. And I got a lot of YouTube channels. If you guys want to check it out, click on my channel. You'll see all 5 of the channels linked there. Appreciate all the support here on the AFC East Roundtable. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys. All the love in the chat, it goes appreciated. And all the Jet hate in the chat does not go unnoticed. So love you all.
And everybody already knows me. TD Fans Talk. Y'all know where to find me, man. No one else is really relevant. Hey, Lawrence. Do you talk any Buffalo talk? We need a new Buffalo Bills conversation.
I actually follow the entire NFL. So
there we have it. There we have it. We got our replacement.
I don't want to replace Dan.
I'll never do this disrespect to you, yo. You can tell how scared TD is of the Bills, man.
Ain't nobody scared of them.
It's kind of embarrassing how scared he is of Josh Allen. You can't go and set
No.
him
I got a personal vendetta with Dan because he made me wear that raggedy shirt our last game of the season.
I was there for that.
I've been getting called out by Dolphin fans of that's the reason we lost. And Dan could have showed some grace and be like, don't even worry about it, bro. Don't even worry about it. But he didn't. He got it coming. Talk to us, Dan. Nothing about Josh Allen. Talk to us, man.
Yeah, no, you guys can find me on basically all social medias at Real Dan Mitchell. My YouTube channel is Dan Mitchell as well. I am legitimately posting a video every single day for an entire year. I'm on day 18 right now. So it's been a hustle, but I've been enjoying it. I've been starting to do NFL content too. I'm starting to sprinkle that bad boy in there. I'm starting my very own live show called Dom Mafia Live. Friday night, 7 p.m. I'm going to be talking about the NFL, and I'm going to be bringing on a lot of friends to sort of talk about their teams, mostly once breaking news ends up coming around. I will most definitely have TD on at some point. I'll create some beautiful ambush, but it's what it is. It's going to be great. Okay, tune in, subscribe, and get ready for Dom Mafia Live.
In all seriousness, though, y'all make sure y'all check out Dom Mafia, Dan Mitchell's channel. He is on that consistent run. He's trying to make a video every single day. Consistency is the goal. He's trying to do something that Josh Allen can't do. Be consistent, okay? Well, I already said in all seriousness. So, anywho, thank all y'all for tuning in. Thank all y'all for coming through. If y'all can hang out backstage, guys. But listen, this has been another edition of AFC East Roundtable. We all already know the Miami Dolphins run this